thank you everybody for joining us for the weekend chat for the third challenge of the WikiTree challenge for this year, 2025. We're doing Daniel Horowitz. And the big news from yesterday was that we got him connected to the tree. It looks like that was done by Carol Lynn. So thank you, Carolyn. There's actually two connections to the tree on that same line, that David Meyer line. So it's kind of cool. So it's awesome to have him connected now. I'll just go ahead and start.
Steps would be away.
I'm sorry?
From the tree? How many steps did she need to connect to get him to the tree?
I don't know. Let's see. Let me bring it up here.
I want to say she got it at the 9th degree. Like it might have been closer, but what she said in Discord was, yeah, I'm pretty sure she was out 9 degrees through Arkansas, someone in Arkansas. So now he's like
it's
30
that
degrees from
Julius. David is connected. So this is kind of the same path. It's like, I think two siblings that got connected through their spouses, basically. But it's basically this from this line, the David Meyer Singer line is where the connection is. So let's see. She actually didn't mention which one it was on her note, but I looked it up. Let me just double check where she was working. So if you go into the profiles link on the score sheet, here's a score sheet, everybody, by the way. We have 121 connections showing. And so we've added 90 profiles. And if we go down to her profile ID, you can see which profiles she added. I think it was one of these ones here that had another connection, if I remember right, when I was looking at it. Oh, here we go. It was this one. She connected. So let's see how far. Oops. Oh, and sorry, I should say I'm using the WikiTree browser extension. So so yeah, 8 degrees. So I think she added this Murray, and then yeah. Anyway, so that's one of the paths, and then the other path is through. Let's see. This one right here. Which is 7 degrees. So that one was a little bit closer. So that's kind of cool. This is the one that Aaron Breen connected about a couple hours later after Carol did the connection. So that's where he's connected into the tree. And I did go through and add locations that I found in, when you do go to his profile and you go to the tree apps. Just bringing that up.
I'm now 34 steps from Daniel.
Oh, wow. I think I'm like, I'll check in just a second. But if you look here, you can see all the different locations. So I kind of went through and got all the different locations that we are in. And we have 6 states besides all these other countries. So that's kind of cool. We are getting spread out there. So there should be more places for people who aren't comfortable working in some of the Eastern European countries. So if you have more familiarity or comfortable with US research, there are some profiles that you're able to add onto. Because if you look at, where did it go? Tree apps.
You don't have Venezuela in that list yet.
Yeah, we do.
Do you?
Yeah, it's in there. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, you mean on the actual space page? Yeah, let me add that. That should have been one of the first locations we added, actually.
There you go.
Oh, it's funny. So if you look down
Huh.
here, you can see which degree you're at, and you can see that New York, for instance, I think there's more New York than anything else. There's some at 4 degrees and out that I think could still be added on to. So,
And just to confirm, you don't have to have WikiTree browser extension enabled to use or see this CC7 view that
right,
you're looking at, right?
right.
Okay. Yeah.
It's just one of the tree apps.
Yes. Okay.
We're so spoiled. I wish we could look on his My Heritage tree by uh by location, look up locations within his tree. So, but that's okay. Well, we're getting through it. I've
They
been
do have a pretty nice map you can click on for like for each person. You can click on just the person and see where that person alone was born, died, migrated, etc.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
was just trying to
it doesn't
find
have that.
if he has anybody in this, there's like 8K people in this tree. I was trying to see if
Right.
there's any like Australia or any other countries, because I know we have some Australian Wikitreers, Amanda,
Yeah.
who would like to be able to help. So I was just trying to see
And I wonder what percent of those people are living, because I think out of the 80,000, wait, 88,000,
8,000, 8K.
8,000 people
Yeah,
on his tree. Yeah, probably a lot are living. And I know he has a lot of his wife's tree on there too. I don't know his wife's name or anything. I just noticed that, yeah, he's got
that
some
there's
ancestry
some
from
there
her there
private,
too.
yeah, private profiles there. Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so anyway, that's all I was really going to share is where we're at and that we do have a connection, which is really exciting. I wasn't sure yesterday afternoon. I was feeling like, are we ever going to get it connected? But yep, we got him connected, so that's pretty exciting. Let's see where. So I was going to check my connection
I
to him.
started working on the Gottlieb side to see if I could find a connection there, and that's where I ran into the inconsistency.
Oh
Uh,
yeah,
but if we could work that out, he's got lots of cousins there, and quite a few of them came to the US, and we should be able to get another connection on the Gottlieb side.
nice. That would be
So what
cool.
are you thinking for that? Like, do you think that Chaim was really her, no, I forgot her name, um, her grandfather instead of her father, or do you know?
No, could have been her brother instead of
Oh,
her father.
right, right. That
They're
makes
too
sense.
close in age.
Right. Okay.
Um,
And this is the line you're
but
talking about right here, right? This Miriam Gottlieb.
yeah, that Chaim is only 6 years older than her.
Oh, right. So it
Yeah,
just
and based on what, can you click on the Chaim there?
Click on the
Um,
Chaim,
Azure,
and
because
here
I
you can
think
see
he
the
was
age,
supposedly
1860.
like the middle born of his siblings or something. So maybe he was born a lot earlier, or maybe he's a brother, like you say. Like, I don't know.
Well, um, the problem is the children that he has also, um, like her sister. I'm sorry, her brother is only a year younger than her, so he can't be a child as well. So
Yaakov. Yeah,
I'm thinking Chaim cannot be the father.
right.
Mhm.
Unless Chaim's age is wrong, but then it makes it inconsistent with his brothers and sisters. So it's a little bit tricky right now. Um, my thinking is to look at the birthplaces because generally the all the children should be born in the same place, and if the place moves, then all the rest of the children after that should be in the new place, and it shouldn't be jumping around from place to place.
Right.
Um, so that was my thinking in the middle of the night last night, and uh, later today I'll go and see if I could see what was written down for at least the birthplaces. There's that funny town name, that 4-letter town name. I can't really even remember it.
Cootie. Kuty.
Cody, yeah,
Yeah.
Cody, yeah,
Nice to have a
and
short one.
yeah. Then, oh, gee, there was. some other ones, Bukach and Husiatin and Rehob
Yeah, if
is
that's one of
there.
the places that he actually visited, that Daniel actually visited, that would be nice to know. Because yeah, maybe he knows more than
Drahovich
what he has
is
written.
Drahovich is where I was looking.
Hmm. But
Drahovich and Lviv.
I haven't put them on a map yet to see how physically close they are to each other.
They're all fairly close-ish. Drahovich to Lviv is fairly close. Uh, they're all in the right area, as it were.
Yeah, I only mapped two things. Cootie, I didn't write the notes very well, but for on Daniel's Genie or My Heritage Tree, he wrote that Miriam Gottlieb was born in Cootie and died in Kitsman, now Romania, and those are 65 kilometers apart. So that would be perfectly reasonable. Um, but yeah, I don't know what the sources are really for either of those locations. So,
I
although,
think
That's the trouble is there's so few sources on any of the trees at this level, at this depth.
Yeah.
some of them have a few. This person does not. I forget who I was looking at where Daniel had several like handwritten image pages of death certificates and stuff, but I can't click on it to make it bigger. So I actually sent him a tree request or whatever on My Heritage, and I said, if there's a setting to where you can make it to where I cannot see living people, but I can click to open these documents, that'd be great if you could add me. If you cannot do that, then don't. Um, Add me. So anyway, and I think he's traveling from Israel to the US like right now, so he's busy. Um, but anyway, we'll see because I'd love to be able to click open some of that stuff, but
Yeah.
there's nothing on Hayim, I don't think anyway.
I found a few Tigermans in Drahovich, and the Tigerman married a Gottlieb, I think.
That sounds right.
So I'm sure we're in the right area for that family.
Did you
I'm
put
just
that
trying
one in the Discord chat? The
to.
Tiger Man?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
great.
I put all the links to names that I recognise as I found them, although I'm not sure that they are related. Uh, I'm just trying to look for the Gottlieb I found. Must be on the other page.
Tigerman sounds like it would be an unusual name, but really I have no idea.
I've never heard of that name before.
And it really says that in Russian? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
cool. Huh.
It is Tiger Man, definitely. Uh,
Obviously, that first ancestor, he ran a circus and he took over tigers and
right, I've got a Burl Gottlieb who was uh, or a Tadich Gottlieb, and father is Burl. Some of these are in German, so I'm not awfully sure. It needs somebody who can speak German to look and see what the headings are.
Did you
Uh,
put any of the German records that you think are most likely to be correct? Maybe you could tag at Germany in Discord. And Azure, you don't have to be a challenge. You don't have to have the challenge badge to see the current challenge channel, right?
No, it's just
Okay,
wide
great.
open.
Yeah, okay,
It's not
cool.
a locked.
all right. I think Bev can read German.
Oh
Bev, is
yeah.
it?
Yeah, Bev said she could.
Mhm.
Uh, and there was a Horovitz on the same page as well in Drahovich. I was hoping that I might come across Solomon.
And where Okay, I'm looking at that the military record that you found, Anne, for Chaim Horowitz, who was born in
Yeah.
1914 and died in Venezuela in 1999. Um, Daniel has his birthplace with hmm, one sort of source, not really, for Husatin, Ukraine. Where's that? I haven't looked at that to see how close or far that is from
I'm sure
Chernovitz.
it's all in the same general area. I mean, I have been to that there a couple of times round that way because my mother-in-law was from near Butchach.
Wait, say that part again?
I'm sure it's in that general area because my mother-in-law was originally from a village not far from Butchach.
Oh, okay. Very cool.
I looked it up yesterday in Jewish Gen, and it's not listed because it's got a different spelling, I believe. I think you have to look up her under, or I'll type it in the chat.
The trouble is that the borders change so much. So you've got to look at Romanian, Ukrainian, Polish, Austro-Hungarian,
Yeah.
and Russian Empire.
Oh,
And
it
on
makes
fact,
sense. I just
oh,
mapped it best I can tell, and it looks like Husatin is 85 miles north of Chernovitzy or something
mm,
like that. So it's not terrible, I guess. And it's due east of Bukak by like, I don't know, less than 60 miles. So that makes sense. So I don't know where he got the Husatin, but it's not unreasonable. So, and there is a source attached, but it's like someone's tree from 2019 or something.
I'm just trying to look and see if I can find the other Gottlieb. I was hoping I might find the wife, because Tigerman, but I haven't been through everything. The Tigerman wife. Oh, and I did find a stray singer in Drahovich as well, or that area. I'm not quite sure whether it's actually
Oh,
Drahovich or nearby. Um, for some of the records, may have to check the other metrical books because I did put a thing on that it tells you on Family Search now that they use the Greco-Catholic and the Orthodox churches if there wasn't a synagogue nearby as a sort of a bit like registering the birth.
that's
So
nice.
it may be that some of them are lurking in the other church books that haven't been looked at yet.
Thanks for putting that transcribing from your blog, Lewis. I'm going to open that and keep that. Um, so this Bernard Gottlieb that I just dropped in the chat, I found him on the I think he's on Dana Horowitz's tree. He would be a descendant of Chaim Gottlieb if we could figure out if he's Miriam's brother or whatever. So I just have him as a single loose profile. But he caught my eye because he was a leader at Baylor Dentistry in Dallas. I grew up in Dallas. Um, and he's buried at the cemetery where my family has plots like reserved. Anyway, it'd be super cool if we can figure out exactly how to connect him on the tree. Oh yeah, I did that like on my phone last night. Anyway, but
Yeah, I found him too and made a note next to him. He is in Daniel's tree, but we have to be able to figure out the connection in order to get him on there correctly. Yes.
and I couldn't even find like I didn't spend a really long time looking, but I couldn't find any record in the US of Bernard's father's name. Like it wasn't in the social security document that I have access to. Like that didn't name his parents. It wasn't in his immigration record. It named like some friend. And oh, and I just requested the gravestone at Restland. in Dallas, and I'll probably be in Dallas in like 3 weeks or something. I have to visit my grandmother. So I'll go there if someone else doesn't get there first. But his wife is buried there. So like his stone should be right next to his wife, and his wife is labeled and everything. But if he had a traditional gravestone, Jewish gravestone, maybe his father would be named on it, and that would be nice. But anyway, I just thought it was weird. I couldn't find his dad's name in his obituary or anything.
So this is supposed to be the Miriam that we were talking about earlier, his sister.
No, so that's Yaakov and
Yaakov's.
Miriam are
So it's
supposed to be
Yaakov's.
sisters.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's
one
supposed to be
generation apart.
her nephew, I mean to say.
Yeah,
Should be her
Bernard would be
nephew.
Miriam's nephew if Daniel's tree as written is correct, which it's not, because something's wrong either with the dates or with the relationships. But
That's
yeah, I'm
where
sure
the
they're related somehow. I just don't, I not, since I can't even confirm from Bernard to Yaakov that that's his father, like he's just going to stay loose for now. But hopefully we'll figure it out.
There is
Ah,
another
so
notable,
Miriam,
if Yaakov is his father, and if Chaim is Yaakov's father, or Chaim, wherever we figure Chaim to be, Chaim has a brother. His name is, I'll write it in because I can't pronounce it, Maur YCY Gottlieb.
Wojciech, Wojt,
We'll
Wojciech
call him
was,
Maurice or Morris.
And he's got a Wikipedia page.
Oh,
Oh, interesting.
Let's see if I can get that.
I'll get it.
I got it now. It's
Oh, you
okay,
got
I'll
it?
put
Okay.
in.
I'll be back
Yeah.
soon. I don't know.
And in it, it says his parents' names, and it says a brother's name, and it says that there were 11 in the family.
Wow.
And I can't find any references that confirm who the 11 people are.
right, he's born in Drahovich then.
Part of where I was looking yesterday was trying to expand his line, but I could not find very much. Yes, and Leopold, his brother, is also on Wikipedia. So this might be the best bet to try to find him.
There
He
wasn't a
died very
David,
young
was there?
too. He produced those all before he died at the age of, what did they say, 23. No, it gave his parents names as Isaac and
Branier?
the ones that Daniel has as the grandparents back at the Wikipedia page.
Yeah, right here.
Born to
Fun.
Tanya Tigerman and Isaac Gottlieb. Yeah, that's the Tigerman. Well, once we just figure out who's Miriam's father was, and then we're set.
What do you think's the best way to go about it? Like looking at all her siblings, or I guess you already spent at least 3 hours doing just that.
I spent 3 hours just figuring things out, or just trying to look everywhere. I was looking in Jewish Jan. I was trying to find, but Gottlieb is like Smith, so there's troubles there. I was looking under the town names, trying to see if people were there. I think at least if we could verify, if we could somehow confirm somehow her sibling, even connect her siblings to her, that might be the clue as to who her parents were. So we somehow need something, because at least it's down one generation. Maybe we can find a brother. We know it's a brother, and we can find it. Well, they all died out there in Eastern Europe, so we won't find gravestones. But maybe someone with a little bit better records
On
might
one
have
of
something.
at least on one of the lines.
Yeah, that's my thinking there, at least for now, until get a better idea. Eastern Europe is just so difficult.
There's a handful of cemeteries that are still decent, but I don't know if they're around there or not. Has anyone looked at the Briars? I haven't really. Okay, I'm Fanny Briar Singer. I'll look more at the Chaim Gottlieb we were talking about earlier, since that seems more, it'd be nice to connect up all those people. I was just wondering. What are you looking at, Azure?
This is what Anne sent in Discord. She sent the link to this
Oh, okay.
record set for where I lost my place here. The births for that location, Drahovich.
So is Anne, are you manually looking through the names to find the names?
I think we lost Anne. She
Oh, okay.
dropped out of the call.
I'm pretty sure she is manually flipping through all these Russian, not this record set, but the Russian ones she dropped in Discord earlier.
There's nothing I enjoy less than manually going through records to try to find someone. Get a
Oh, she found
response.
him. She found Moses. Sorry. She just tagged you in the Discord. I think it's a different,
Toba,
isn't this got like,
Toba Kreppel and Per. The beautiful thing about Austria was that they use English letters. So the language is different, but it's at least you can read it.
here we go. So Moses David and the dad Isaac, is this dad Isaac? Is that what, I think this is what she's pointing to. This record right here.
Isaac Gottlieb, maybe. Yeah.
So what year is
Yeah.
this?
Wait, okay, so who's Moses David? Is that like their rabbi, or let's see what that says?
1856.
I think that he would be the son, right? And those are the parents.
Yeah,
So this is a birth record.
1856.
Oh, I was reading the left-hand page. I get it.
Get back in focus. Okay, there you go. Moses David and
Figo, what was she born as? It says something.
Tigerman, right? Fania
Oh.
Tigerman.
yeah, there it is.
It's
Right.
just broken.
That is definitely a record.
So this is 1856.
Here's an idea too. Are these ordered by date? They're probably ordered by date of birth. So that might be an easier way to find them if we have birth dates for some of these people going through the records.
Okay.
This is Morris. This is the artist that we were looking at the Wikipedia article for.
Okay, so then
And
we
This is his
want-
birth record. That's cool that we have his birth record.
Yes.
Awesome.
What's the date there?
So 1856 is the year. 21st is the date, I think. Let me go back up to the top here. Sorry, it's going to be out of focus for a second there. February, right? That's what that is right here.
Yes, 1856 is the top.
February.
February. First one's the day.
The birth date.
Yeah, so the first one's the birthday. So it's February 56. And how
18th.
does that compare with what's
On Wikipedia.
what's in Daniel's record?
So they
Or
have
Wikipedia, yeah.
21st, 28th of February, 1856. So I think that's the baptismal date is the 28th.
And that's the baptismal date. then.
Yeah. So
That's gonna be the
If he was
circumcision
baptized,
date.
he wouldn't have been Jewish.
Well, that's a circumcision date, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Could be
Yeah.
the circumcision date.
They're
Yeah,
just
these are all
using
Jewish
they're just
people
using the
here.
same books for the Catholics and the Jews or whoever. The
mhm.
same
Yeah, you're right.
printed
It would be the
forms.
circumcision date.
Close
And
enough.
yeah, because these are all Jewish people in this.
Yeah, Moses David, yeah, like that would make sense.
Well, what does all this say is what I'm wondering. All this little notation here.
That is very important if we could translate that.
Because he 25th something 1883. What is that? Because that's after his death.
That was his. They sometimes record the death.
Well, you've got
in the
someone who
birth
can read
records.
it.
They sometimes go back and add to birth records when they find out a person
Mhm.
died or something like that.
Or
Yeah.
his wife remarried, or like if his wife needed to remarry, then maybe they wrote that yes, he's dead or something.
Right. Just some kind of notation. That's cool. So now we just need to look through the other pages.
And so on
Try
the
to
right,
find the siblings.
I guess those people on the far right are the witnesses. It said Petrini at the top. I don't know what that is. Like it was Parenti on the left or in the middle and Petrini on the right.
Hirsch, Lowenthal, Moses, something,
Yeah.
Dittel.
Whatever Petrini is. That is so cool. Okay, and he's supposed to be a sibling of Miriam.
So he is
Theoretically.
supposedly a sibling of I get all the names mixed up.
Miriam, right? Because here's the
No,
papa
a sibling of Chaim.
of Haim. Okay.
If Chaim's her father, that would make him an uncle. If Chaim's her brother, that would make him a brother.
Because she was
But
born in
there's always a
1866.
possibility that Chaim, that they're not connected, that someone put the two trees together without evidence, just saying, oh, Gottlieb from this area.
Right.
Maybe they're first cousin, maybe they're second cousin.
Right. So she was supposedly born 1866,
Mhm.
right? Is that her birth year?
Yeah.
1867. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then
It actually
1860
says
for
before
her.
1867. And that was
Okay.
probably based on the children's ages. so that she
Okay.
wouldn't have any children.
And then there's Yakov also that was born in 1866. So if we could find,
Yeah, click on him. I think because he's the one who had the guy who became a dentist.
yeah, that's who that is.
Okay.
Yeah. But
Um,
these are both in this Kuti.
so we should make a profile for this Maurice Moses David artist and just not we can link his
We can
name in the
connect him-
biography to
We can
Miriam,
connect
but
him
not.
to his parents
Yeah.
and to his brother.
Yeah.
His
We know
brother
he was-
Leopold, and they also talk about a third brother in there.
Another artist. Yeah.
Well, one was the artist, and one was at the bottom of the Wikipedia article. I think they. Oh no, that is Leopold. I thought he mentioned another.
This
they
other
say
article
Echo
mentioned
attended,
three brothers.
um,
Three brothers were artists.
okay, his funeral. He promised his father to look after his younger brother, Marcin.
That's tricky because what would that name be? I mean, Morris, Moses, Marcin. Like, I wonder what the Jewish birth name or whatever might be.
Yeah, that one has a reference. Yeah, the reference.
Oh, yeah.
is-
What's the number 5?
He died in the
yeah.
same year.
Click the 5 citation, see where that goes.
Yeah, we have to make a trip to Warsaw to the National Museum in order to
Letter
check it out.
of
It's a letter from Morrissey's father, Isaac Gottlieb.
Oh.
That would be so neat if
oh
you
man.
actually connect where he is, and there's a letter from possibly your great grandfather.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
Marcin.
so who's younger? Oh, okay. Oh, wow, that doesn't give us much.
Unknown
Click
about
the
him.
sources one thing, see if it has something.
Added by an instant discovery.
Are those better than smart
An
matches? I
instant
don't know all the
discovery
words.
is someone else's tree, and it adds all the junk from someone else's tree into yours.
Kind of like an ancestry leaf.
Yeah.
I reject all my instant discoveries.
Okay, so we just need to look through these pages and find all the siblings.
Although it is by date, so
Yeah.
we can actually look through for anyone who has a birth date in there among the brothers or the uncles and aunts that Daniel has in his tree for Miriam. If they have a date,
A specific date, yeah, that'd be cool.
then we
So
might be able to track down those records very quickly.
Marcin didn't have an exact date, did he?
No, but he has a year, which helps.
Yeah. Well, and if he's supposed to look after his younger brother, then he's younger and he's presumably under the age of 16 or something.
Well, it does have the year here.
Yeah, it does.
1860, so and we know what the parents' names would be.
Yeah, that's really
So
helpful.
that's the confirmation. So we could actually put most of that family together, I hope. And then what we should do is simply Miriam was born when? We should go look to see if we could find her.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was trying to do.
In the date she was born, he has her birth date, doesn't he?
1867.
Oh no, he doesn't have her birthday. It's before 1867, so we don't know her birthday.
Yeah.
So we will have to search for her. Which city was this particular set of records for?
Drahovich.
Okay, and that's what the generation above might have been born in, because she was said to be born in Kuti.
Well, what do we have of hers that says that that's where she was born, though? Is that just a guess that she was born in that location?
Well, that's what Daniel has, and he has that for almost all her siblings too.
It could just be that was a guesstimate based on the siblings, what they thought were the siblings. You know what I
Could
mean?
be. Yeah.
So I'll still look for her here just because
I'm Mr. Genealogy skeptic. I don't trust anything until I see it.
Exactly. Unless it's in black and white somewhere. Okay. Well, I'm going to keep
they're all
looking
clues.
through these pages. If somebody wants to add Maurice or Moritz or what.
Is it easy from one of these pages to? I had trouble from this page getting to the actual start
Record
of the
set?
film.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
If you click right here, this little
that little
grid,
guy. Okay.
that takes you to the whole thing, and then you can scroll through you can like hop throughout the,
Okay, how do you get to the one higher level, which will show that record set
Sure.
among the other record set?
Yeah, so that is if you go, so I'm going to go back into the record. If you go down here to this information tab, they're right here.
Okay.
The
Okay.
yeah, so you just got to find which one would be, which I think it's this one right here, item 8. That's how I build my citation, because the citation that the sorcerer builds from this, like an image like this, isn't that great. So I go in here and grab this line. For instance, if this page, I'd go grab this line
Mhm.
and then it adds like the image number and all that. But anyway, just
Okay, now how do we see which town these books are from?
yeah. So now if you go into this, it takes you back to here. So it talks about where it's all from. So I don't know how she found this Drahovich. I don't see Drahovich on this one, but this
I
is
know this
it's like how did she get there from here type of thing. It doesn't make sense to me, but she always finds this stuff. She's like got this I don't know what it is. She's got a genius for it, natural talent. Because this doesn't look like what she says, Drahovich.
it says for Zolcu or something like that. So it must be like the province, the whole province.
Oh,
And you have
oops.
to know which province they're in.
Oops, I just clicked out of it. There we go.
Okay, well,
Does it say at the beginning of, that was page 339, does it say at the beginning what town it is? Maybe?
Oh, like back here, at the very beginning of the
Uh-huh. Yeah, so if you go to like page 2 or something, or image 2.
yeah, the first link she gave us showed the first page. Yeah. So
So if you know how to
so that's
read.
in Russian.
yeah.
Click the next arrow, see if oh,
It won't because that's an image.
Have to
It's
take it
not
into
text.
Google
That's an
Translate.
use the Google. I use my phone, like
Yeah.
the Google Translate on my phone from the computer screen sometimes in next page. Or we can figure it out. It's neatly
This is
written.
just
We
the
can do
first.
that.
So 1852
Okay,
is
so
when
it
this one
doesn't even
starts.
say. Yeah, okay.
Well, there they say. Wait, that'll be the name of it up top. A little higher.
In the white, that might say damaged documents in Russian.
Oh, yeah.
Let me go back. Let me go back
I
a
think you're
page
right.
and
Yeah.
see. I want to see if this will
Yeah.
work. I mean, I'm just
Yeah, we can just, that's easy
uh
enough to read. Like we can figure.
I just want to see
No,
what this
I'm
says.
gonna do.
I guess I should
Yeah, I'll pull up the Google
finish
app on my phone and
finish load. Sometimes it loads fast and sometimes it doesn't load very fast at all.
okay. Oh, guess oh, you changed the screen. It said
Oh, sorry.
Natalia Demat. Yeah, that's okay. No, I have it actually doing the thing. No, that's cool. It gave, okay. So CGI Lion Archive, Natalia Dematya Levitt, Syrian Hebrew religious in Chromata M. Lviv. Anyway, whatever. We can just put it on. Anne can tell us. But yeah, that's doable.
What would we do with
It's the
all
crazy
these
cursive
tools now
that's
that we have?
not. So what'd you do? Just take a screenshot or something?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah. There you go.
there's Drohovich right there. There's where she
Woo!
got it. She knows what she's looking at. Jewish religious. Cool. Location of the manuscript.
Okay. So Azure, do you want to make the profile for the birth that you have up there, Moses David?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, okay.
Sure.
Just then we can edit it.
Okay.
And then we can mention that profile in Miriam's biography but not actually link them yet. Anyway,
Just leave a little research note to it.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll just build. Shall I just go ahead and build the parents of Leopold and Morris, and then add Leopold and Morris? Maybe that's what I'll do.
That sounds good.
Okay. All right.
One last thing. The Wikipedia entry for him, of course, says he was born to a wealthy Yiddish and Polish-speaking Orthodox Jewish family, which is very interesting once we get that connection.
That helps. Yeah, more wealth usually means more records. We can hope. So,
Yeah. Cool. Okay. I'll get busy.
Okay.
Have
thanks for
fun.
hosting, Azure.
Oh, yeah. Have a good day. We'll chat with
Thanks
you guys
very
later.
much.
Oh, Amanda asked what I can do. I guess we can. Amanda, do you do any US research? We've got US stuff. I don't think we've found any Australian or English yet.
And if you do any of the if you help out with the Holocaust project at all, I know there's still some Holocaust profiles that could be built on the different lines.
Oh, US Census. Yeah, and the Yad Vashem records are all in English. Yeah, we can do US. We'll drop you a couple.
Yeah, if you do
Discord.
CC7 on his tree, you can see from his profile, you can see the different locations. I mean, there's Florida, Georgia, all over now. So definitely US stuff that could be done.
Cool.
And yeah, lots of New York and yeah. And New York, of course.
All for Jewish people here.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you everybody for coming. And this is our last chat until the wrap up, which will be on Thursday at noon. And then we have the reveal is the Saturday right after the wrap up, which is kind of unusual for us, but that's what fit for his schedule. And that's at noon on that Saturday, the 3rd. That's noon Eastern. So, and that's right. And then right after that, we have the chat for the next challenge. We have 2 challenges stacked right on top of each other this time. So it'll be interesting.
Maurice Gleason, Amanda can do lots for Maurice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So rest up.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys around the tree. Thanks. Bye.